So, in the world of Polestar, they don't do facelifts. Much like Tesla, they call the changes updates. Well, on the new Polestar 2 2023 update, it is very hard not to call it a facelift. Let's have a look to see if it's just an update or if there is more going on than we first thought. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, let's start with the styling at the front, and to be honest, most of it is the same, but Polestar has updated one big part that changed the whole look of the car. That is the grille. Gone has the black texture grille, and in its place is a body colour panel that Polestar calls the Smart Zone. This hides all of the sensors and cameras that Polestar needs for its safety and assistance systems. They have also made the car look more modern by doing this, as it now looks like the upcoming Polestar 3. Everything else is being kept the same though. This means we get the same LED matrix headlights with the Force Hammer daytime running lights in them. These can be upgraded to pixel lights now if you want to. We also get the same bumper with the normal central air vent and some side vents housing the front fog lights. Moving around to the sides of the Polestar 2, and you will see that there are no changes. We did get some changes back last year as another update, and that brought some new wheel and colour options. These have been carried over, and in all it does make the car look more modern than it did when it first came out. Moving around to the back of the Polestar, and to no surprise is that there are no changes. So what do we get then? Well, we get the same modern taillight design with a lower light bar, which makes this car look unique. We also get this sporty looking bumper, which is also very minimalistic. Finally, we do get this little top lip spoiler like other saloon cars, and it makes this car look very sporty. Right, let's have a look at the new battery and motor options that the Polestar 2 update gets. So, the biggest update to the battery and motor options is that now, like the closely related based Volvo XC40 Recharge, Polestar 2 is now rear-wheel drive. With this, there are some new figures that as Polestar has tweaked the setup to make it more efficient. To start with, the standard range single motor gets a rear-wheel drive setup and 268 brake horsepower with a 0 to 60 time of 6.2 seconds. Battery size is 69 kWh, giving this car a range of 330 miles. Next up is the long range version, which has slightly more power at 295 brake horsepower. This lowers the 0 to 60 time down to 5.9 seconds, and the battery capacity has been up to 82 kWh. The range of this model is 406 miles, which is very close to the Mercedes EQS. Next up is the long range dual motor version, which is 4-wheel drive but rear-wheel drive bias. This has 416 brake horsepower, and it can do 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds with a range of 367 miles. You can also get this with a performance pack, which adds even more power. It is now 469 brake horsepower, and 0 to 60 is dealt with in 4 seconds with a range of 352 miles. The only disappointing thing though is that the top speed is limited to 127 miles per hour on all models, including the performance one. The price of the Polestar 2 starts at £44,950. Let's have a look on the inside. So, moving inside the Polestar 2, and you are welcomed with a very familiar setup if you have owned a Polestar 2 or even any Volvo before. In front of the driver we get this sporty looking steering wheel with some buttons that are actually physical. We also have a digital instrument cluster, and this partially brings me onto the infotainment system. This is because the instrument cluster and infotainment system run on Android Automotive. This means that the infotainment system is Android based, so you have your Google Play Store, Google Maps and Google Assistant built in. To be honest, this is the best setup that you could actually have in any car. It makes it much easier using the car, and Google Maps is much better than any other navigation software that is currently out there. You can also listen to YouTube Music or Spotify if you wanted to. There is also a few USB-C ports in the front to plug your memory stick in to listen to music that way, or to even plug your phone in. Graphics are very crisp and clear, and the layout and software is very easy to use. You also get Apple CarPlay too. The centre console is also quite sporty, and it makes you feel cocooned in the car as it is quite high. You do get some storage underneath, and there is also a cup holder and more storage under the armrest. The dashboard is also very modern and minimalistic with some nice premium materials. Talking of premium materials, these Volvo seats are very premium looking and use vegan leather if you don't go for the high-end Napa leather option. Let's have a look at the rear seats. So, practicality in the rear is very good. Legroom is more than enough for a 6-foot person sitting behind another 6-foot person. The only downside though is the headroom. Whilst it will be okay for a 6-foot person, anyone taller than your head will touch the ceiling of the car. You do get an armrest and some air vents though, and you also get 2 USB-C rear charging ports and rear heated seats. Let's have a look at the boot. So, opening the boot, rather than it being a saloon like its main rival, the Tesla Model 3, it is a hatchback opening. This makes it very easy to load big items in. The size of the boot with the seats up is 405 litres, which is less than the Model 3, but like I said, it is easier to get items in. With the rear seats folded down, it extends to 1095 litres. With the Polestar 2, you also get a front boot. This is only 35 litres though in size, which is much smaller than the Model 3, but it is still enough to put your charging cables in, which is perfect. So in summary then, what do I think of the Polestar 2? Well, it has always been an impressive car, and these updates help make a great car even better and more modern with its extended list of rivals. Is this just an update, or is it actually a facelift? Well, moving the car to rear-wheel drive and changing the front end is a big update and more of a facelift, isn't it? I believe though it is still an update, as Polestar bring out new features to the car every year, just like Tesla does. This keeps the car fresh without having to replace it with a new model. Look at the Tesla Model S for example. That car has been out for 11 years now, and it's still the exact same car as the 2012 model, but with updates. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.